Oh, hey. Alright, you know, my son pointed out to me that what I should be telling you guys that you have to stir. So I'm not going to do a live video. This is web capture. You have to stir until it dissolves. The whole idea is that your liquid soap needs to go from paste to liquid, so it needs to dissolve. So that's, I'm sitting here and I'm stirring, and I'm going to be stirring for a while until it dissolves. And you know, I put like 8 more ounces in this because it was pretty thick on a 1-to-1, so it was 1 to 1.5. You know, your ratio can be what you want it to be. Just try not to make it too thin. But you also, I don't want it thick because I'm going to mix it with the BCO shampoo. It's already thick and quite emollient. If you want to know why it's so white, it's not that it's milky. It's that there's so much oil in it. Most people, when they make liquid soap, soap paste and whatnot, they're doing 0% super fat because they're doing laundry detergent, or they're doing 5% super fat. You know, I can't use that on my body. So you know this is not 5% super fat. This is not 5%. It's not even 15%, you know. This is a very high super fat liquid soap recipe because that's what I need. And I make this for myself. This is not for the general population. It's for mama. And that was the other suggestion. My son said, stop calling yourself DIY life hack mama. Just call yourself mama. So that's what it's going to be from now on, mama. Mama here, just to let you know what we're doing with the stirring. Yeah, we're going to be stirring. I'll probably stir for another 10 minutes. And then I'll stir in the other crock pot for 10 minutes. And just to break it up. And then I'll just float through here every, 15 or 20 minutes or so. And stir it. And see, that's why I know it's not milky, because it barely has lye in it. Really, I push the envelope with how high I can take my super fats because the soap is for me. Like remember when I made this? Remember? Let me get one. It has a DOS on it. This is the dreaded orange spots I warned you about. Let me see. Right here. The dreaded orange spots. It is a cosmetic issue. And it can be planed right off. But it turns orange because I have so much free floating oil in the soap. Remember when I cut this soap, that the soap had oil still on it? It was formed and everything, but the soap just had so much unabsorbed oil, and I pretty much had to let it sit and reabsorb the oil because I know how I want my soap to be on my skin. I want it to be like the old school caress, like you didn't ever have to put on lotion because there was like a layer of oil on your skin after you get through using the old school caress. They don't make it like that anymore. But see, I can see the orange spots throughout the brown, the bio part. I put botanicals, botanicals in the brown, the dark part. Those are botanicals. And the part that's light, it doesn't have any botanicals. And so I use that to swirl instead of putting color in it. Because I actually have no plan to sell this soap. But yeah, the dreaded orange spots are all over that bar, but it's really just that bar. And as it gets closer to November, I'll let you see what it looks like. And most people, when they make their homemade soap, they make it for sale. And they don't want the dreaded orange spots. People, what is that? And you'd have to explain DOS, dreaded orange spots. And it's when you have a very high super fat. Now, the other danger is that you're using oils that will go rancid in your soap. I've yet to have oils go rancid in my soap. I use enough lye to convert it to soap, and there is extra oil in there. Lye itself is somewhat of a preservative. You know, they use lye to preserve foods. They use lye when they make pretzels, not the stuff out the hardware store. They use food grade lye. When they make herring, they use pickled herring. They use food grade lye because it has a purpose. It preserves. So you have to have a low enough super fat for it actually to come together as soap. Because if not, you're gonna, like the shea butter and coconut oil, you could really still have, I saw the oil just sitting in there, and I had to blend that to get it to, I had to work my DIY life hack magic on that soap to make it come together, because like I said on the last video, I did not take out for the milk fat in the coconut milk, which adds fat. Fat is fat. It doesn't matter if it's vegetable or animal. So I had to work my magic on that to get it to come together as soap. So it is just right over the line yeah, it's soap. But it's going to leave oil behind on my hair, on my daughter's hair. And I want the shea butter and the coconut oil and the olive oil and the castor oil to coat our hair. Our hair needs are different. So, with that being said, I have it on high while I'm sitting here attending to it. But if you can see that, it's getting, it's dissolving. Now, had I made this zero super fat, it would be crystal clear. It would be crystal clear. And some people, they add the oil back in afterwards. No, I didn't want to do that. You can, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted it to be blended in together. I don't want it to separate. And as you see, it's not separating. It's gloppy, and it's going to be gloppy for a while. There are many different methods to make liquid soap. Find the one that works for you. And so, because I wouldn't be able to buy this on the open market, there's Castile soap available, yes. But like I found out the hard way when I made that inspired soap with the calamine lotion. Okay, well, everybody in my family can use that except for me. I mean, I'm the one that made it. So I can't, the stuff that's on the market, I can't use that. It's made for the masses. It fits most people, and I fall outside of the norm when it comes to skin issues. So I'm stuck. I'm tethered to the crock pot. Mama has to make her own stuff. And I didn't want to buy any. I didn't want to buy any shampoo. Now, if I find that this doesn't work for me, I'll just go buy some shampoo because most shampoos work for me. But I was just so amazed at how well my coconut soap worked as a shampoo. Just high processed coconut soap. It has botanicals in it, and it got caught in my hair. So I figure I'm going to make some coconut oil 50-50 bar. It's coconut oil, 50% and 50% shea butter. Yeah. Look at that. This, because they're two hard oils, the soap paste was really stiff and hard once it got pretty cold in my home. We went from summer to fall pretty quickly here, and it got firm. It was very firm. And so what must happen is that you're melting it down. I may have to add more water. This looks like it's going to be pretty thick. And I want the consistency to be like runny rice pudding. Well, not, pudding. I don't want it too watery. Okay, but I don't want it too thick. Right now it's like pudding. But it just depends. I have to see what, once the paste melts, I have to see what I'm working with. Because you can put too much water in here, and that's fine. You have to let it slowly evaporate with the crock pot on low for several days and attend to it that way. If you found that you put too much water in it, you have to just let it evaporate out. And a good way to prevent that is to not put too much water in it. Just start with 1:1, 1.5 ratio. 1 part paste to 1 part water. So if an ounce of paste, then an ounce of water. A pound of paste, then a pound of water. That I saw was going to be too thick, so I went ahead and did 1 to 1.5, which is fine for the olive oil soap. However, I don't know about the 50-50 liquid soap. 50% shea butter, 50% coconut oil. 1 to 1.5 may not be enough. It may need to be 1 to 2. 1 part paste to 2 parts water. So if it's an ounce of paste, you need 2 ounces of water. If it's a pound of paste, you need 2 pounds of water. In which case, I would add a ½ pound of water, which would be 8 ounces. And so this is what we're doing. This is what Mama will be doing today. And this is what my baby boy said. Well, just call yourself Mama. So he calls me Mama, so y'all can call me Mama too. Yes, I know Mama has 2 M's. Mama. Mama. It's Mama, not Mama. It's not Mama. We're not a baby doll. Not like that. Remember? Mama. There's Mama. So I use 2 M's. Besides, the 1 M Mama was taken. Yeah. That's why. So, maybe we'll do a webcam capture later on, so you can get a quick update on how the soap looks, and possibly a quick update on the kombucha, on the water kefir, because it's been up there a week. Because my grains, they're going slow. And an update, well, I can just introduce you to bone broth. So we'll see how the day takes us. And this is Mama signing out. Mama.